Hello everybody, this is DP Raptor. I'm actually my first video. I'm actually doing a tutorial on EthosLabs savvy storage thing that a lot of people were asking about. I figured it out and I figured I'd give it a shot, and it works. So I'm just going to show you how I did it. I took out all the debris around the area. I cleaned out the whole area just to make it easier to get to. I advise you doing the same. So it really was needed. Over on the right, you see a little map there. I'm going to show you what that is. That's called Journeyman, just in case people are wondering what that is. It's a terrific little map. It gives you some detail as to where you are, and it shows you all the work you've done. And just something I wanted to point out because I figured some people will be wondering what that is on the upper corner, and I'm answering it now. As you can see, it stretches out quite far as you explore. It shows you all the railways that I've built, all the little lines running around, and it glows things that you light up at night glow. It looks very, very cool. But anyway, back to the tutorial. This one, I assume this you used his 168, 169 videos to build this to begin. This is actually where you should be at. And again, I cleaned out all around it just to make it easy to see. You can see the pistons on top and below. Those white things are what he used the glowstone for in the back to light up the back. I'm going to try it in white. I'll be experimenting with that. But anyway, get yourself a nice tool and clean everything up. I'm doing it in creative mode because it would be too difficult to do in survival mode. But that's how it looks now, so I'll be back on and we'll get started with it. Okay? Great, thanks. Okay, we can get started. First thing you'll notice is that I put up that ramp that runs around the back of the thing, just in case you're doing it in survival mode. You want to be able to move around on there. I made it about 3 wide. You can make it as wide or as narrow as you think you can use. You can see where I put it, right across from the bottom there where the pistons are, and wrap it around like so. I recommend using any kind of lighting you can, just keep the place well lit. Now down below, you want to start with the pistons. Put wood you can see underneath each one of them. Just choose a block, and in front of them put the stone on the floor like so. That's where the repeaters and the redstone are going to be going to help power you up. So like I say, make as much room as you can. I made a lot because you might need it, and light the place up well. Okay, in the next video we'll continue on and getting the first thing set up. Okay, great. Okay, now we can get started with the first batch. You're going to be working in the center this time. There's the right side, and you can see on the left side on the other side. We'll work in the center, lay a row of bricks out in front of the 3 sets that you've already done. We're going to be putting the repeaters on there first. Start with the middle ones. The middle one's going to be set at 4, both of them, the center. Now the repeaters, the next ones will be facing each direction, so it has to be facing the direction it's going to be going in. In this case, to the right on this one, and this one's going to be going to the left. That's very important to follow that as you go around. Okay, this is going to be 2 ticks, 3 ticks to make it 4. 2 ticks and 4 ticks on both sides like so. And just drop your redstone all the way across. Now, just if you have to just play this over again or download it with YTV downloader or one of the other downloaders if you watch it in slow motion if you can't keep up. But that's how we do the first one. We're going to repeat this to the left and to the right with just a slight difference on both of them. Okay, but that's how it should look now. Okay, now we're going to need to connect the 2 tables. So we'll do the one on the right first. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bricks, I believe, is all you need to make that connection. It's going to have a repeater on there, and basically just run the redstone right across the top like so. This will be running to the next section there. The repeater has to face the direction to the right that you're going in, so just point it in that direction. Remove some of the redstone, one of the blocks, and pop that one in its place, and that should do it. Set it to 4 ticks and you're all set. Now we'll do the other side after we finish this one. Okay, now we're going to finish this side. Okay, again, repeater, 1 tick and 4 ticks. Actually, they're all 2 and 4. I'm not sure if they're supposed to use 4 in the middle. Again, I got to check that from Ethos's. You can check that on Ethos's video to verify that. But here, the repeaters here are being faced in the right direction, so they're heading into the right. Do not face them any other way; they will not work. And that's it. That side is done. And you can see again. If you look at the direction the thing is pointing in by the piston that's standing straight up for the H torch, and basically that should do it. We'll start the second one now. Okay. Okay, now let's do the other side. Get set up the 7 or 6 or 7 things the way they were set up before, just so they connect going that direction. Okay, and put the repeater in around the center somewhere where it's facing to the left. Okay, you can tell because the torch you can't adjust it the way it's going. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Anyway, put in your row of stone, and okay, torches next. Again, I have 2, 4 going in. It's 2 on the left, 4 on the right this time. From the center, it's going to be 2 going outward. It's going to be 2 first and 4 after. Okay, these guys are going to be heading in the left direction, so the torches have to be set that way on 4 ticks. If you guys got all that, it's pretty simple. Like I say, you should do it repetitious, and you should be getting used to it. We do the same thing upstairs as well, but that's how that should look. Okay, now we'll move on to the middle. Hook up the plates. Okay, now we're going to connect the middle here to the foot plates up front. Do that, we make a big tunnel underneath, go down a couple layers deep back there. Let me do this first, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how I've done it. I'm going to make it about 2 rows thick. Okay, I'll be back just 1 second. Okay, this is how the tunnel is going to go. I made it too wide. Okay, make sure that this block here is underneath this, the one back here, so you can put a torch under this block right here. Okay, right there is where your wire is going to go. This is where the flip-flop is going to go. I'm going to try that one separately so I can show you how to do it. I had a few tries at it before, and I think I got it to work. It's a bit tricky. The wire will run along this length here and come up to where the plates are. Now when you hit the plates, see, the wire should glow. We're going to put a torch here, and underneath that's going to where the wire is going to start, and it's going to run straight out to the flip-flop. So let me show you how to do the flip-flop, and then we can construct it in here, because it took me quite a while to figure it out, and I'll be happy to show it to you guys. Hold on. Okay, now we're going to try to build this flip-flop. Get a hole in the ground, put a torch on it. Okay. Flip-flops basically will tell you to turn something on and turn something off. Oops, why aren't you going in there? There we go. Okay. Make it half a T shape there. Okay, get out your sticky piston. And you want to put 1 piston here and 1 piston there. This way they'll each take turns moving that block back and forth, just turning off and on the circuit. The redstone and the torches here will complete the circuit for you. This is really all you need to do to make the flip-flop, and that's it. This is what we need to create in there, and basically to get it to work, basically need the input. The input is what you might what we're going to be using as the pressure plates. Just put a button on a box, right click, boom. Okay, switches on, switches off. So it works just like that. That's how we're going to be doing it in there. I don't know why Ethos didn't give you this information, or at least walk you through how he set this up. It looked like he was hiding it because he had it all covered up, and he didn't want to say anything as to how it was set up there. So let's go set it up in here. Alright, give me a minute just to look at, let me see, 1, 2, we have to dig down. Alright, I'm going to play around with this. When I get it right, we'll come back and I'll do it for you the right way. Okay, I just noticed something really weird. I think I figured something out. I'll go over this in just a minute. Right now I want to take a look at something. Okay, right now, okay, these halves are on. I'm only working on the bottom. I didn't do the top yet. I'm still working on the bottom. But okay, right now, when I step on this plate, only the middles move. Okay, the 2 sides aren't moving. And I'm sure it's not the flip-flop, because that's exactly as it should be. But I noticed something really, really strange. All of these are lit. They should all be off. I'm not sure why they're on. But anyway, when I was looking at his video, Ethos's video, if you look carefully when he walks past this, it doesn't really show you it, mention it, or really focus it. It kind of skips right past it fast. At this point here is a jack-o'-lantern. Okay, now I've tried. Well, actually, if you have, you can't put a jack-o'-lantern there. You can remove it and place it. I don't know if jack-o'-lanterns are responsible for transmitting currents like redstone, but when I did that, on that side, that's on this side here, boom, that worked. So let's try the other side as well. Let's see what happens. I made shortcuts on each side here to quickly get to these quick. Okay, so it's right here again, right where this main panel ends, and you have the repeater between the two sets. It's this one here. Actually, no, this one's different. Oh dear. Alright, let me fix this, and I'll get back to you as soon as I get this repaired. This should be the same on both sides. I think that. Let's take a look. This is 1, 2, 3 split 1, 2, 3. I have it as 1, 2, 3. 2, 3 split 1, 2, 3. It's right. I think I need to move this block. Okay, this is the block here. So let's do that. No, didn't do it. All right, let me look it over and I'll get back to you. I think I see what to do now. Okay, just fix this music. Bloody hell, I keep turning it down. It's like nothing. All right. I think it resets itself every time you restart the game. So that goes there. The repeater was facing the wrong way. That's why it wouldn't work. It's supposed to be facing that way against the pumpkin, and it wasn't. Look at that. It looks like it's transmitting the current. So if that's the case, they should all work just fine. And we can get the top done. Actually, I'll show you the thing first. Nope. Didn't work. Alright, you can look it over. I think I see what the problem was. This block here is not facing the repeater, therefore it's useless. So we put it here, put stone on the front. So there, it's got to go in that pattern where it's following the repeater in both directions. It wasn't. So then I can try to get rid of this. Put him back. This is so weird. I've never seen jack-o'-lanterns behave like this before. Why Mr. Ethos would not say anything or describe this as a puzzle to me. I'm convinced he just doesn't want anybody to really be able to build this thing. And there it is. Alright, so let's get the top done. Now I'm going to first thing you want to do here again is lay out the if you're in creative mode, it doesn't really matter as much, but if you're in survival mode, you really want to build this survival, you want to get the next layer up. I think it's, I'll look at where, I'll set it up and double check. I think it's right around here you want to build it at, so you can access the top row. But so far the bottom row, as you can see, is all set up. Let me go over the flip-flop with you guys so you can see how that works. Okay, so again, it's the same pattern 3 times. I've showed it several times, so you shouldn't have a problem understanding how this works. And then flip-flop here. Now what happens is, starting back here, okay, I think I've gone over this, but okay, I put the things here on wood just so they stand out. I might keep them on wood. I'm not sure that makes a difference. I don't trust anything that's not in Ethos's videos, but okay, you got your thing down here, right underneath both pressure plates. Okay, here's your torch. I tend to keep these blocks at the same level because dropping it down from here may be a little tricky on it catching. I had some problems with that, so keep the blocks stationary in one direction like this, right off the torch. And I saw Ethos did the same because he has this viewing in his video. You can see the top, so he did follow this exactly. You can climb it down to 2 drops. Now this is where you got to dig out here. You got to dig out If you follow this, you want to go down to one level here and another hole for that torch. Make the block here, come straight on with that. Now this puzzled me too. I didn't see this light up whenever I hit any buttons, so I'm not sure how that's working. I assume it's because of this torch here, and this thing crosses over it that does the switch. But again, you have your thing set up the same way. Okay, so just dig a hole, drop it down 2 blocks from following that, coming from the plates. Drop it down 2 blocks. Put your T here, your what are these guys are called on each side, floppy things, and put a torch and then your redstone on both sides. Then you can drop this down at the bottom. I tried it on different levels and had problems, so apparently it's got to be here right next to that torch on this level. Okay, then you can come back up. Just one level here, and this torch again has to be under this right here, under this first block, in order for it to work. This is going to be for the second set up top. So that's how that works now. Okay, now I'm going to go and set up the top row. I think that's the last step, so I'll get back to you once I get up there and get it set up, basically. Okay, I got that next part done. Here's the floor for the next one I put up. It's the second layer of the back end of whatever you're using for the back. The important thing I found was you have to be very careful about this line here going up to the top, because if it's not exactly the right number, I think it's 15 or less, one side did not light up, only the left side did, not the right upstairs. So I did a little, I tried to follow Ethos's exactly. I think I got it right, because when I hooked it up the second time, the whole top floor lit for the first set that I hooked up. But anyway, I have it set where you go straight down from here over to the left. You jump up 2, turn right, up 2, turn right, and then up the stairs, straight up and onto this thing. Like I say, this didn't light up last time, the one on the right here. And I actually put a repeater down there, and it did, so I realized it was the length after all. So it has to be a certain length and minimum length, and you should get a complete light up like this is here. I might put the floor a little higher here. I think it's too low. Anyway, okay, what I did here, actually, let me just fly. Okay, on these pistons across the top, I put 2. He has the 2 brown. I don't know how necessary those are, but what you really got to do is put the stones here, 2 in front of each block and 1 set along the front, just like downstairs. Again, 2 pistons. I have 4 and 4 in the front. I'm pretty sure that's how he had it too. Then 2 and 4 here, and 2 and 4 here. 4 ticks here, and then just run red stone across the whole bottom there. And once you hook that up, bam, it should light up. Let's see how that looks. I gave it a test, and apparently, see, the whole thing is working because it's closed up. Alright, I did it. Okay, so now I'm going to attempt that thing we did down there with the pumpkin and see how, I'll try it both ways and see which way it works. I don't know if that was a fluke or if that's going to work up here too, but I'll give that a try. I'll get back to you once I get these other sides set up. Okay, I'll just give you a quick walkthrough on this. This is doing the left side here. Okay, put your 2s in your row. Put your repeaters just like that in front of each one of them. Okay, face the direction you're going to be doing. Since this is coming from the middle going this way, both of these repeaters have to face this direction. Okay, this gets 4 ticks. 3 actually, 1, 2, 3 gives it 4. The middles, I think the middles get 4. Oops. 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Just like so. Drop the redstone. And now I will go ahead and try to get this set up. I'm going to have to check that pattern exactly. I don't want to screw up like I did before. Out. out, in. Okay, so I think it was different. So that's really weird. At least I can see it from here. It went out, in, and this one went in like that. And then here. Okay, redstone was here, here, pumpkin, repeater, and then more redstone. Okay, and then repeater, going this way. Take that open, and then drop redstone here. Now, let's see what happens. It looks like it's working. Let's see what happens when we step on the thing. Didn't work. Okay, so let's pumpkinize it, see what happens. Okay, drop that. Let's take Mr. Jacko. Doop, 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 doop. And let's see what we got. I think it's gonna work now. Son of a beach. That was it. Okay, so again, let's get him done. I'm sure you guys can do this on your own now, but what the hell. I'll put these up just because it looks nice. But if Ethio did it on his, I'm just going to do it on mine. I'm sure there's absolutely nothing to it, but I'll put the bloody wood up there anyway since he seems to like it. Oops. One, two, 1, 2. Hitting in this direction. 2. Okay. Let's get the Z installed again. Okay. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oops. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. I think it's actually this way, coming in. Yeah, I think that's how he did it. I'm not actually going to check this. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be 2 and 4. I will check that in just a moment. Okay. 2. My microphone keeps moving, so I guess you can't hear me too well. Over here this way. Okay. I think they're dead now. Alright, let's see. There it is. Ba-da-da-da. Okay, so you think you guys can handle that, huh? Looked pretty easy. I had to do a lot of unraveling to get this to work. If you have any questions, leave them for me and I'll try to answer them, especially in the construction of this silly thing here. Again, it's not really that hard at all. Just when you dig back, leave enough cross room here. In fact, I even dug straight out to both sides just so I could access both the ends quicker. Okay, remember, come straight across the top. At that level, you put your first block here, follow it by this block, and then the one below it. Dig your hole, put your torch there, piston on each side of it here, just on the outside. Okay, so they have plenty of room to knock that thing back and forth. Put your two torches there and there. Follow it up on the bottom by that torch. Jump up the stairs, and that should do it. Okay, I got it to work. I guess how you want to detail it is, I'll just leave it up to you guys. He did a pretty nice thing with the design on here. I'm sure there's plenty of ways you can make this look nice and fix this up here. I'm going to do a quick tour of my facility. You guys can check it out, see what I've done here. See, this is all glass up here. This is the main house, but I'm just kind of still building it. It's still just not quite finished. I have an second floor here that looks over pink, and this is blue. This is where my magic's going to be. I'm moving it from my farmhouse to this house, and the downstairs is where this is going to be. They have a nice 3 and 5 door that you can create that automatically opens and closes. This little stained glass that I put up here. See, this is the building here. I'm not sure about the colors, if I like them or not. Okay, this is my subway stations. I got 2 of them. This one runs west and east, kind of heading east north and east south. And this one goes west and west north and south here. I even put up the train station here. I got this from online. One of the guys did a really good job. I kind of fixed it up though. Just push the button here. It tells you where you want to go, east, south. I kind of have them going out on 30-degree angles. If you look at this here, see, these go in this direction, but they kind of go in 30 degrees in each way. I put all these railroads out here so I can, kind of just discover the area. Did the same with the north-south, going straight. With this one goes straight north and straight south. This one goes straight east and straight west. And these branch out in degrees, so as you get further out, they're actually quite far apart. Even though they look like they may not be that far apart. I went quite a distance with them. I did that all in creative. Obviously, I wasn't going to go do it in. It would have taken me years to do it in survival mode. But I built this area up here. This actually subway. I have these 2 subways going underground, and they go all the way out to the end there. This is actually this is the second building that I had built. It's just a giant tower, and it goes way up. I was really happy to get to the sky here. There's a nice lookout here. This is my very first house here. I built this again from an online tutorial, this castle, but this thing was my original. I'm converting this into my farmhouse, and it's just really all loaded with boxes. So I'm taking most of this out once I get this thing finished, and moving it all into the main building, which is going to be the new one. And here's my farm. I realized something with this farm is that having 2 gates keeps them from escaping, because I had a tremendous number of escapees before I did this. Even the cows are getting out on one fence. So I found putting up 2 fences keeps everybody locked in really nice. Got plenty of sheep there. And I surrounded the whole thing with this wall, as you can see. I've been converting it from dirt to stone, so it does look a lot nicer. There's a little pier, there's a boathouse there, a fishing dock. And here's more of the farm here. And here's my warehouse. This is where I store everything that's excess. It's quite a lot. Everything's labeled, and it goes on, so it's pretty big. This I got from Ethos. This was a nursery. Basically, you basically seed it and you water on the top. Then it waters everything down, flowers, seeds. This is my horse section, stables. Again, this was another tutorial that I built from. I did this in creative mode too, which made it kind of a challenge. But it's pretty nice. It's a work in progress. This I did in creative mode though. This was going to be took me too long otherwise. It's sold. Tons of trees, and it follows a nice tree house, little village up here, and I kind of like it. I used a ton of vines just to decorate everything. I like the look that it had, kind of creepy, eerie, get really serene look. Also, when you're doing this, you can actually, at the top of your first tree, if you want to go really high, you can go to the top, dig a hole, put 4 dirt in there, put 4 more trees, and bone meal them up, and you'll get a second one that kind of goes really, really high. And I did the same thing for the spruces over here. You can put pumpkins on the top here to give it some glowing, that gives that glowing look. You can see the top of the trees. And I opened up some new area here. I just recently took this over. I've been putting on my walls some glass. I built them into stone to try to stop the creepers from blowing them up. Then I realized I put all this glass in here, so did it really make a difference. But there's the second place. And this area I just opened up recently. I just been working on the walls here. I threw in some, while I was in creative mode, I threw in some more extra animals. Yeah, I fed these and bred them, but I also threw in some horses. But that's kind of it. Last thing that I've been working on was going underground and building some underground areas. I opened up quite a lot of area, but haven't had a chance to get a build on it. I like these colors. I'm trying to use a theme on them. These stairs here I built using glass. These go down to the new areas that I just opened up. I dug all this out recently. And this kind of ends there. I dug down here. I dug all this. It's kind of a lot of digging I did. I have just huge numbers of cobblestone. And I did the same. This was actually a cave, and I'm opening it up. I'm actually convert this into another living area. There's a lot of, see, the regular caves are down here. This was a cave, but I changed it over to put trains and who knows what else in around here. But that's about it. Dead ends here. But yeah, okay, so if you guys have any questions about that thing, I hope that you guys can use it and it works as well for you as it did for me. If not, just give me some questions and I'll see if I can help you out with it, okay? Good luck, guys, and take it easy. Bye-bye now.